Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. The time is here, the place is now. The RNG gods have shown mercy upon me and they've granted me access to another great replay, or not replay, but I guess live game here in the lobby. So we are gonna be here anywhere from in between 5 minutes and 2 hours as per usual. And this is starting to become my favorite, my actual favorite way of casting this game, because it's just, you never know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get served a random buffet on a silver platter and you have no idea what it's gonna be. Is it gonna be, is it gonna be spoiled mussels? Is it gonna be like a crusty sandwich, a crusty crab sandwich? Who knows? We're about to find out. But the players lead me to believe that this is more gonna be like a 4.5 to 5 star menu. We've got, in the northern section of Angerville, spawning as OKW, Mr. Itaperuna. Definitely one of the top dogs in Company of Heroes 2. And he is going to be facing off against, as the Soviet-Russian forces, it is going to be Mr. McBain, who I've also heard of and I think even cast once. Anyway, both of these players top tier, both of them ranked highly, all on prestige rank 3 and top 100 and whatnot. So, Angle is this. Was that a that is a strange retreat. That was maybe a misclick. Yeah, Angerville is a very strange map layout. You can see here that those 2 victory points are extremely close to one another. So chances are, if you're able to lock down one of them, you're going to be able to hold both. Just place an MG somewhere here, right? So this is always a very do or die map in a way. You lose 1/2 of the map, you lose 2/3 of the victory points. 2 Volksgrenadiers after the Sturmpio and the Kübelwagen is the build here for Itaperuna, and the classic Soviet conscripts spam, the manhandle man spam here coming online. That is gonna be somewhere in between 3 and 5 conscript squads traditionally. You know what? Oh, they got sent back to build a special rifle company. So this is gonna be penal build. No, it's gonna be a scout car build. Oh my goodness. Is this the dreaded clown car? He needs 20 more munitions. So what McBain's plan was probably he would like ideally to have access to the munitions point. That way he can have more manpower income. Whoa, really low Stormpire squad already. That way he could have more munis in the early game. That would allow him for rushing out a really quick flamethrower, but I guess it's still in a timely manner. Just if he had the muni point, he would have the flamethrower by now. What you want to do with this, you want to go for the turn and burn strategy. You run around with the M3A1 light scout car, which is, by the way, a Lend-Leased object, which is pretty cool. Those were not originally Soviet, of Soviet design, they were Lend-Leased by the Americans. So this is a classic American scout car. And then you wait for the pyres to acquire flamers. Ooh, low conscript squad here. Wait, what is he doing with that? Retreat? That might have been just a tad bit too late, just a smidgen. Oh. Not falling though, very lucky. The other conscript squad is holding the line 3v1. That is ambition. And the scout car immediately finds an opening kill here on the Kübelwagen. That is very solid. So yeah, very good start here. And the flamethrowers are probably going to be upgraded in just a minute. No tech track out just yet, that means no Panzerfaust. This is why he can do this. He can go into melee range of those Panzergrenadiere, or Volksgrenadiere, sorry, because there is no access to Fausts just yet. The telemines have just been planted, but they have been revealed, I believe. Flamer is coming online right now. This surely is going to be a wipe on the first squad. Right here, Flamer retargeting as well. Very nice. Sturmheier is just biding their time. Just, come on, take the bait. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen, my friendo. As you can see, the M3A1 takes moderate damage even from small arms fire, but it is able to stand toe-to-toe to most of the Volksgrenadier. Oh, Panzerfaust comes through. That was a very short-lived, but it acquired a squad wipe, and this is gonna be faltering map pressure for Itaperuna. What a brutal game. The early game here definitely just blow for blow being traded. An eye for an eye, a scout car for a Kübelwagen. It's the old biblical saying. Whoa, the combat engineer, like those guys are playing on the edge. Is he gonna merge it? Yeah, he merged into that. That's very smart, because you want to have these Flamer squad on the field as long as possible. Penals now the follow-up. We haven't seen those just yet in our casts, I believe. They are an interesting unit. They come from the Special Rifle Command, so you have to invest extra resources into a side tech. And they are very strong as anti-infantry, but they're also very expensive. I guess more mid-range is their preferred range, and they can be upgraded with PTRS anti-tank rifles. This is what I falsely attributed to the guards in the last cast. If you upgrade them with PTRS rifles, they get better against vehicles, but worse against infantry. So it's always... You're never too sure whether you want to pick this upgrade. You want to have your opponent reveal their hands first. Panzer II Lux is on the queue. And also, Penals have access to one of the most devastating abilities in the game, that is the Satchel Charge. 45 munitions, which is a hefty lump sum, but it takes, I think, 3 seconds to blow anything to Kingdom Come. I have killed, what is it, the flak emplacements with that. Just one smartly placed Satchel Charge just obliterates anything. So, really cool unit. But I've never made them work efficiently. Still, with only 3 units out on the field right now, Itaperuna is still holding on to a semblance of map control. Surprising. Anti-tank nades are hopefully online. Let's give it a whirl here. Oh no. Doesn't even have the fuel just yet. Okay, he could click on it now. There is the Tankowy Battalion Command, so tier 3 is gonna be... no, that's tier 4. Tankowy is tier 4. Ooh, spicy build. Yeah, we're seeing very non-meta tactics, very non-standard, which is something I very much appreciate. So the 3rd Volksgren squad has been repurchased, and the Mechanized Regiment HQ is also online here, obviously, because the Panzer II Lux. There is no... So thing is, he skipped his infantry company, so there is right now no infantry healing outside of med crates, and those cost munitions to dump, I believe. I don't even remember the Sturmpires have that, right? How much does it cost? 41 munitions, that is not exactly a steal. Alright, PTRS have been upgraded, so there's a soft counter at least to the Panzer II Lux. But it is definitely going to start chipping away at infantry. 18-8 conscripts rushing in with a turbo button. Stimpak is being used here. Yeah, the engineers might want to plant some mines against the Lux. Panzer II Lux, we've seen that thing before in action. It's a little wind-up toy, but it can definitely deal out some punishment. Dish out some punishment here, especially like if it gets to Wet 5. That thing has suppressing fire. No joke here. Yeah, some mines would probably be the best answer to that. Just mines or critical places. Wait, those guys are standing on the wrong side of their makeshift sandbags. Unlucky. Panzer II Lux is gonna help with that as well, so retreat is being sounded. Yeah, with the loss of the scout car and the expensive investment into tech structures, this is tough. Oh no, Tankowy Battalion Command is tier 3. I was wondering. Maybe the Su-76 would be an option. It is somewhat akin to the... not the Lux, what's the other one? Yeah, I'm so bad with Company of Euro 2 names. The Puma. Right, there we go. And it fills an anti-vehicle niche. It is a unit that is kind of underperformed because it's gonna get buffed in the upcoming balance patch. So you're seeing the PTRS tank rifles taking some soft chunks out of the Panzer II Lux's armor. Ooh, not penetrating at that range. Kind of unlucky. Merging back into the Flamer, that's really good play. That is just excellent play here from McBain. Itaperuna, though, is pushing forward, and yeah, the Panzer II is not gonna go down here. Ooh, retreat, the entire Soviet line is faltering. A 2nd squad of Penals is online. This is a very manpower-heavy and intensive composition. They cost so much to reinforce. To the last man. Yeah, they've got an interesting passive. The lower they get, the stronger they fight, but that's not exactly what you want to do with them because they cost so much to reinforce. 2nd PTRS anti-tank rifle upgrade is coming online. I can see why. On the other side, we're going to have an MG. I really like that. That is a very smart answer to 6 infantry squads roaming around. Just take a look at the numbers here. Yeah, relatively even thus far, with probably a slight edge towards the towards Itaperuna, after McBain having lost his M2A1 scout car early on. That was definitely a bit too ballsy, being a bit too liberal. Alright, T-70 is out. That is not really what you want against the Lux. They just trade relatively evenly. That just allows your opponent to sneak in another extra Raketenwerfer. So they're just gonna win the trades. Behind heavy cover, the Phenals can kind of stand their ground against the Panzer II. As evidenced here, they're pushing it back. That's solid, that's solid. Good damage here. T-70 now in combat. He's seeing its first bit of action. And almost already gonna dislodge the MG42. That's pretty good. Very good start for this T-70. There is now the Lux. This is the one I was talking about. The small cat. It's not a big cat just yet. It's just a little small cat. It's cute. Sort of. As soon as it's gonna come online. That thing is a very potent tank hunter. It stays relevant even past the mid-game if it survives. If this thing goes up to vet 5, it becomes scary. It becomes scary to like any sort of armor. Anything short of a KV2 maybe. We're gonna draw the line somewhere, right? It also has target weak point or whatever it is. Aim shot, which disables the vehicle for a brief moment, which is a super strong ability to have. This would be the cue for an anti-tank gun for the Soviet player. I would like a CIS gun added to the roster here. Yep, here's the Puma. That is kind of a really well-designed unit. In terms of like physical design, it looks so cool. Looks slick. Ooh, the cutoff had been taken. So there has not have been much fuel income for the time being. That's gonna be rectified now. T-70 is swooping on over, trying to bolster the forces. And still we're seeing a resurgence of the German forces. Okay, another Panzer II Lux. Are we doing this? Are we just playing RC Toyland now, huh? Is this Toys R Us? Alright. It's a good build, sort of. If your opponent is over-reliant on infantry, it can be really good. But this now warrants a definite order of a second CIS or of a CIS gun in general. Interesting, we're only seeing one, we're seeing a split between those VPs, which is kind of rare in my experience. And what's it gonna be here for the Soviet player? Oh, medics now. That's the classic 15-minute medics here. Alright, that's now access to both the VPs. Yep. Second Panzer II Lux, that is a hefty fuel investment that represents most of the fuel bank. So this is gonna mean he has to inflict major structural damage before the heavies come online. Or the mediums, like even a T-76 right now would be good. But, yeah, McBain is quite far away from that one just now. The PTRS teams definitely need to focus down the Puma, otherwise it can go stalking the T-70. Oh, hits a mine! That was planted previously. Into the rear armor, this might be a wipe. It pops the smoke though. 18-8. Oh, McBain knows what he's doing. 18-8 is also gonna connect. Oh, nice. Takes it out. Just like that. So the two Panzer II Luxes are still overrunning. This might lead to a squad wipe, but... Oh, hit another mine! Oh! Seriously, those mines have paid big dividends right now. Oh my goodness, throwing an anti-tank satchel charge as well? Yeah. Good night, sweet prince. Oh, and the wreckage and damaged engine as well. It's going from bad to worse here for Itaperuna. Everything's falling apart at the seams. This Panzer II is stricken as well. His entire vehicle roster is in shambles. His game plan just fell apart within minutes. Within seconds, rather. Yeah, those two mines, carefully planted and crafted, that was... Hindsight is 20/20 and caster's vision is 40 out of 20. But this was seriously amazing. Dodging the grenade as well. Very nice play. T70 is up to some veterancy of itself. Ooh, that shot. Lots of health damage. Hurrah! I love how the Soviet, the conscripts are always so eager to join the fray with their Ura. Yeah, surprising. Usually you don't get in range with penal battalions because unlike conscripts, they don't have a stim button. So it's kind of tricky to get them to connect with their anti-tanks after charges. They've got very low range to boot. But yeah, when your opponent is just driving into your PTRS teams and then hitting a mine, it's free for all. Oh, he's lurking. He's waiting for the moment to pull the trigger on the Ura. Yeah, Conscript Squad forced off now. Whoa, no. Conscript Squad is very much still in action here. Oh, biding enough time for the flank here on the MG as well. Immediate fallback is being issued. You don't want to have penal battalions in your rear. That goes for every stage of life. Veterancy 2 has been hit on the penals. They don't scale that well. They're not the most amazing late-game infantry, but they can stand their ground somewhat effectively. Survivability and weapon accuracy under fire, huh? Okay, ooh, hits a mine. Brutal. But they're crucially both the squads survive, so those two penal squads definitely have paid for themselves. Wait, what? Ah, okay, it's just ready. I was thinking it was about to build an IS-2. The IS-2, or the Joseph Stalin tank, as it is a proper nomenclature, is... It features, like many commandos have access to it, it is a very good tank for a Soviet tank. That is kind of the rating that I'm gonna give it, but it definitely doesn't stand up. Ooh, another mine being hit, my lord. Itaperuna hitting every single mine. He's playing Minesweeper. Yikes. Yeah, it doesn't stand up to the big heavy tanks of the Axis, but it's the IS-2 is still good. Lots of damage on the Puma again. Oh no. Oh no. Everything is stricken and wounded here. But at least McBain is back in the base reinforcing for now. Ready for orders. That's the least enthusiastic sounding squad I've ever heard. I don't even recognize that voice line. Ready for orders. Would you like a McChicken to go? Yeah, that's about as enthusiastic as they're. Oh, this is cool. This is a feature that only OKW can pull off, this stunt here. He has parked a Raketenwerfer inside the building, and they are the only anti-tank gun that can garrison. So we're making great use of that feature by guarding the entrance to our own base. He forgot to turn the facing. But in the heat of battle, that is very understandable. Happens to me all the time. Vet 2 on the T70, really solid thus far. 8 kills. On its way to Vet 3, but the Puma is stalking. Ooh, this might be a dead T70. I think he can survive one more shot. Yep, barely. Oh, another engine broken. How many spare parts did those guys need for the Puma's engine? Seriously. PTRS teams are stalking as well, but their Sturmpiles closing the gap. This might be brutal. Yeah, those things, don't mess with them when they're up in close range in melee. Another PTRS team here, chipping in some damage. As you can see, they've got PTRS upgrades. Not as great as they used to be. Oh, stun grenade. Doesn't do much when you're in a building, by the way, because you don't take much damage. It is really good out in the open. When you catch your opponent off guard, you throw a stun grenade, and then your Sturmpiles can hose them down. But in a building, they've got such a high armor protection that it doesn't really work. Oh, some vandalism here. Those Volksgrenadiers toppling over a phone pole. Alright. Yeah, the OKW play, like Itaperuna, has been in a bit of a rough stretch in the last phase of game, and it is mostly due to him finding every single mine. Like, no two ways about it. No ifs and or buts. Conscripts are staying long enough for the suppression to kick in, but Yeah, it's just waiting for the tank to dislodge the MG, and it might actually die, as a matter of fact. Up to RNGs here. No. Oh, T-70 in a bad way, but gets screened. Gets screened for by the penals. Don't feed the Puma too much veterancy. That thing scales to the point where it can take out a T-34 with ease. Plus, it's got the range of a tank hunter. So one of the things that I'm most eager about in the upcoming patch is that there is going to be a complete rework of the Su-76, which, as I've stated previously, is a very underperforming unit right now. And it is so cool in its design because it also, like the Zis gun, has an indirect fire barrage. Uh-oh. Those penals? Nah, I think they're going to be fine. Negative cover on the road, but yeah, 3 models. Nah, they're okay. They Gucci. Plus some heavy cover here, aiding his escape. Swift escape. Conscript screwing in. Well, the Panzer II has actually dealt a lot of damage already. Might be... Yeah, it's trading it off. This should be a dead Panzer II. But the Volksgrenadier are also coming in. Oh, they picked up a PTRS rifle! Holy cow. That was clutch play. Are you kidding me? The conscripts picked off a PTRS rifle from the dead corpse, the still fresh and warm corpse of the penal squad. Wow. What a play. On the western side of the map, though, a complete cutoff has been taken, and Itaperuna has been really good at finding those cutoffs and analyzing and finding the weaknesses and the gaps in where the opponent's army is located. Very solid. Oh, we haven't even talked about commanders just yet. There's armored assault tactics locked in for McBain. Gives you access to radio intercept on T0 that is free. It's passive, and it allows you to listen into what your opponent is building, which makes so much more sense now that he always had the right units to, and he was going for PTRS rifles before even thinking twice about it. Yeah, he must have been locking in armored assault right off the get-go. Then we've got access to the T-34-85, which is like the cooler cousin of the T-34-76. Just a really good medium tank. We've got vehicle crew repair training. That is... It costs munis to activate and they have to be out of combat, but it's useful. Saves you some time on the engineers that can be spent laying mines instead. Alto Sturmovik attacks that I think it suppresses. I think that's the infantry strafing run. It's decent. Very expensive, 180 munis. Maybe that's the better strafing run than... Maybe it's not the one I'm thinking about. Anyway, Alto Sturmoviks are involved. That much is for certain. And then we've got the IS-2 heavy tank, which is the late game proposition of this commander. Which is the late game composition for many. Ooh, T-70 stricken and in a bad way. This might be the Puma finding its... Oh, the juking! Wow. Going for attack rounds, not finding any connections. He's still alive! How? Oh no, dead now. This was so clutch. Could actually have gotten outplayed there, but Itaperuna definitely knowing what to do. I think they can stalk him down though. I think the conscript squad has the 18-8 Rapsoon, yeah, even penetrating with their regular Mosin Nagants, which is a rare sight. Man, so no more vehicles for either faction, and at the end of the day, you have to take those 2 Raketenwerfers out of the equation because there's no vehicles for the Soviet player. At the end of the day, it's 3 conscript squads, a flamethrower squad, and 2 penals up against... Oh, this is gonna change the formula. Up against, for now, a Sturmpio and 3 Volksgrenadiere and an MG. However, Tier 4 has been purchased. Schwerer Panzer HQ is thundering away at the infantry, and there is gonna be Obersoldaten out in just a minute. So, McBain is floating like a madman. What is he gonna go for? You literally have 1,000 manpower. What are you doing? McBain. Alright. Just like his... Nah. He's been banking up. Okay, finally. Yeah, instant IS-2 call-in. Let's zoom at that big boy. Does it also have an inscription that we can't read because it's moving too fast? Probably. Someone has told me how to do this, but I completely forgot. I'm sorry. Someone in chat told me. Alright, announcing itself here, getting an entry kill already. Vet 4 in the Sturm Pioneer, by the way, and 22 kills. Yeah, like, told you. Those guys are good. They know what they're doing, good at their job. Okay, instant retreat has been sounded, so... the Obersoldaten are kind of a fish out of water right now. They don't have many targets with the IS-2 screening. Ah, there's double Raketenwerfer though. Ooh. Even an IS-2 doesn't want to push into double Raketen. Just a little chip damage though for now. So how long until the late game plan can unfold? And by the way, no commander pick just yet for Itaperuna. Whether he forgot or whether that's the No Generals challenge or something. No Generals December? I have no idea. Oh, yeah. What a way to start your career as Obersoldaten. More like Untersoldaten. Getting pushed around already by the IS-2. The mighty Joseph Stalin 2 tank. That thing? In my opinion, it's only really good once it vets up. The rate of fire is kind of low for it. I mean, for how the damage profile works, in my opinion. But it can also be very scary once it reaches Vet 3. Pushing into the Raketenwerfers, like, that's a bit too ballsy. It has good armor, but not that good. This is gonna be a while of holding the line for Itaperuna, so he's gonna be pushed back into the corner of his map. Just a little corner remaining here. It's gonna remain like this for the foreseeable future, because he's got 140 fuel banked up. How much does a Tiger cost? Tiger does beat the IS-2, but it's even less mobile. Tiger, I think... I don't play the German factions. You know, no historical role-playing here. We're not doing that. Ooh, Veteran C5. That is such a good upgrade on the Volksgrenadier. They now have auto-heal as soon as they're out of combat. Look at them. Still 4 men. As soon as they're gonna stand still and are out of combat, they're just gonna be back to full health. Super, super useful. Maxim is being added now. I kind of like the idea. There's a somewhat mobile infantry corps. Yep, look at the healing go. Guys got medkits. Come on, how are you healing? You're not even using medkits. Just have an icon floating above your head. The Maxim, aka barely a machine gun, is out on the field. PTRS team tangling with the Volksgrenadiere, but they're Vet 5. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard loss. Okay, lots of health damage on these Volksgrenadiere. And... ooh, IS-2 undershooting just a little bit, but he's giving chase. And the Raketenwerfer, I believe, are out of position for now. Gonna take another shot into the base. That could be good. Nah, not gonna take it. Not gonna take the shot here, but he has decapped the entire east of the map here. West is swarming with support weapon teams. If he can fit it into his build, a Katyusha might be a good idea. Oh, so one of the more useful upgrades of the Soviet commander has come out here. You can individually upgrade conscript squads with mobilized reserves for 50 munis, which gives him a 7th conscript to feed veterancy to German troops. Nah, super useful. Really, really good upgrade. It just makes them so much more tanky, so much more durable. The IS-2 is here to stay. Alright, taking a gander and taking out the mechanized Reg HQ. Now backed up by a penal battalion as well. Did he kill the... yeah, he did kill the bunker. Ooh, this could be nasty. There is now currently nothing stopping the IS-2 from diving the base. I'm not sure if tangling with the Raketenwerfer frontal armor is good, but seems to be working. I mean, he could now even run in with the penal battalion and just lob a satchel charge over. That would be hilarious. I would totally support that. We're, by the way, half an hour deep. So this appears to be one of the longer games here. Okay, finally there's a Ziskan out. Like, not a complete Soviet roster without a Sysgun, in my opinion. Hello, Obers. How are you doing, boys? That is very shitty camouflage for being in a church. But, oh, that's not a church, just a stone house. What I have to say, though, this is a nasty position. It's hard to dislodge, and there is no real anti-garrison weapons except a flamethrower. That's the only proper anti-garrison tool that McBain has at his disposal right now. The rest are just makeshift tools. Okay, Raketenwerfer has found a good target here. But bouncing too many shots. Oh my, this is gonna be a decrew. Here is the Panther. Okay, the IS-2 definitely has to book it now. Hitting a mine again. Yep, the Minesweeper streak continues. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, he's running in Sysgun. There's the threat of an anti-vehicle satchel. So definitely the Panzer 6, I think. Oh, 5. I'm just one off. It's okay. Panzer 5 forced to give way here. AKA Panther. Oh, steals the Raketenwerfer away. And there is now the IL-2 Sturmovik strafing run. What a nasty position for it. Yeah, that's the loiter. That's the one I was talking about. Might get taken out swiftly though, because there's the flak cannon from the Schwerer Panzer HQ. But airplanes are really a curious design choice in Company of Heroes 2, because they literally are complete RNG as to whether you take them down or not. All the anti-tank weapons just have, the anti-air weapons have just a particular chance per strafe, per shot to kill them. They don't have an actual health pool. They just have 1 health, and anti-air guns either hit or miss. Just the way it is. Anyway, that was a nice field of view here. And like that, the map is slowly turning back to red. There is now the acquisition of a T-34-85. Oh, that fits into that pop cap, okay. Cool. Double Sysgun, T-34-85, and that's the good one. It still takes a chunk from the Raketenwerfers, but that's fine. Staying to decrew the MG. That was so worth it. Woo! He hit the mine as well. Somehow. Panzer 5 is stalking. Raketenwerfers are stalking. Uh-oh. Ooh, the 85 might fall here. That was bad timing. And he's not even throwing an anti-vehicle grenade here because he knows it's fruitless. If the vehicle has full health or close to full health, it is not going to get damaged or not going to get snared by the anti-vehicle. You need to be below a certain damage threshold to actually put a dent into the motor of a tank. Alright, Penal's in green cover. They can stay here for a while. To retreat though, okay? That's surprising because Panther is not the greatest against infantry, as we have witnessed countless times. Maybe he just didn't want to get cut off. And the Obers back out on the field. 0 kills, no veterancy. Shame. Shame on you. All this expensive, like all those years in the military academy, you've got nothing to show for it. Those guys are all filler, no killer. Let's see if they can change that now. IS-2 is back up and repaired, up to veterancy 1, which gives it the frag shell. 45 munis for a solid anti-vehicle, anti-infantry shot. One wombo combo. Very low squad here, but survives. And that's gonna be the Panzerfaust connecting. Uh-oh. The IS-2 is stricken. Panther is blitzing in. Ooh, nasty. He's got the means to finish this. Oh no. Is this gonna be... Yeah, the IS-2 is down. McBain falling a little bit apart here. And the Panther is still pretty healthy. Engineers get away in a sliver as well. The garbage soldiers are forced to flee the scene. And both the Sysguns are now coming in hot, trying to take a shot, but the MG is probably going to prevent them from creeping any further. Ooh, what a nasty turn of events for the Soviet player, McBain. Do you still have it in you to win this game? Or is this now gonna be Itaperuna's game to take from off the back of this IS-2 kill? Might as well be the case. Coordinated fire. Huh. That is like a marked target, mini-marked target. Combat Blitz is obviously just a go-to ability, a staple ability on all Axis tanks. Just increases the movement speed for 30... Nah, it's too long. Increases the movement speed, doesn't say for how long. Tooltips in Company of Heroes 2 are very obtuse. That is something we'll have to get used to. 7-man squad in the garrison, that's gonna be able to stay here for a while. Unless grenades are involved, in which case, scratch that. Wait, that's the infiltration package, right? And it missed? I completely whiffed. That was weird. Alright, conscripts could... Oh, Molotovs have not been unlocked. What? This map has garrisons, so I would always go for Molotovs. It's not that expensive. Like 120 manpower? 100 to 120, I don't recall actually. Obersoldaten now up to 6 kills. They've finally proven their combat prowess. Ooh, frag bomb. That is the frag smoke. Frangie smoke is what it's called, right? Yeah, now the anti-tank is really flimsy. There's just those 2 Zis guns. And that's really hard to catch a mobile tank like the Panther off guard like this. You can catch slower tanks, yes, you can catch a Tiger in Arc, you can catch a Panzer IV in Arc, but this is the most mobile combat tank in the game as far as I'm aware. And now we're gonna see the addition of a Stuka zu Fuß, which is like a Panzerwerfer, but it just looks weirder. Also, the naming convention of the Germans were so awkward. The Stuka zu Fuß, the Sturzkampf by foot. Doesn't make any sense. But it's a half-track that has lots of missiles strapped to it. Wins the weirdest design award. Maybe behind the Elephant tank destroyer. Cis guns are being overrun. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's starting to look a bit bleak here. All the Soviet roster is outclassed, outgunned, and probably dead in the water. Ooh, there's gonna be the Stuka barrage. Gonna be hitting. Ooh, he dodged just in time. He's gonna lose the Cis gun, but that one was always gonna go down. Yep. This might be a case for a salvage now. Sturmpires could actually grab that, and someone has told me in the comments previously that the salvage ability gives you, even on team weapons, it gives you 5 or 6 fuel or something. So it is never a bad idea to salvage it, unless you can just recapture and gain more from that. VP situation is still very stable, as we can see here, both around the halfway mark. So this is definitely nowhere a game that you can win on VPs. Therefore, I conclude that it is very it's a very rough patch here from McBain. He's going for a T-34-85. That's the best he can muster right now. But this means that he's never gonna live to see another IS-2 heavy tank in this game. Most likely. Unless we're gonna be here for another hour or so. We're down. Okay, there's a flare. Yeah, that's the strafe called in again. That is pretty much the entire bank of munitions being used up. Daka. Goes the IL-2 Sturmovik. Or I guess it's 2 of them. Ooh, might stand to lose a conscript squad for that as well. No. Okay, oof. Lucky. Got out of there alive. Where's the... There it is. Didn't do too much. No line of sight support either. Schwerer Panzer HQ trying its best. Oh, anti-aircraft. Oh, that's a mode that you have to turn on. Huh. TIL. Well, that was very unsuccessful. T-34 is going for God knows what. I think he was trying to snipe the Stuka, but didn't expect to see the Panther there. Unlucky. Alright, AT guns realigning themselves. Over's hitting in mine though, that's good. There's also now engine damage on the Panther, which is gonna limit its mobility quite significantly, but Raketenwerfer is gonna stand guard. and see to it that nothing happens to the precious Panther. Yeah, we're gonna have more than one isolated sector in just a minute. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, but you are being outgunned right now. Not on a manpower level, but definitely on a bang for buck level. There's a firepower disparity here at work. Squad's being forced off the western side of the map, and the eastern side, yeah, still holding his ground. Barrage coming in, completely whiffing. Okay, the next 85 is out on the field now. Or it's back up and patched up. Some good damage here, but no match against the Panther. Panther is just the most mobile tank hunter in the game. Why is he diving onto this, though? This seems needlessly risky. Itaperuna might actually be overestimating his abilities here. Oh! A penal squad going down as well. Oh no. McBain. McBain. More like Macbeth. Pondering his imminent demise here. Ah. Unlucky. Wow. Another 85? Well, with 2 85s he might stand a chance against the Panther. And then from there he can work his way up towards killing the Stuka zu Fuß, but that is all conjecture. Because he might actually stand to lose the game right here, right now. All his resources are disconnected, like territory is disconnected, resource income is in the gutter as a direct result. The Obers have finally gained some kills here, up to 16. Alright. Yeah, that's another 85. I'm surprised he has that much fuel banked up. Is that in range? No. Penal Battalion not getting the AT satchel charge. That would have been a good call here. Panzerfear has been added to the queue for Itaperuna. Just nice and methodical play after this wacky early game, where everyone was just throwing everything and the kitchen sink at the opponent. Nice hit. If the T-34s can wet up and just reach rank 3 in a timely manner, they can be scary. And don't get me wrong, 85s are always moderately scary. What's really great though is the Raketenwerfer, because that thing can cloak. And whoa. That was a frag bombing run, and as impressive as that was, it didn't hit a single damn thing. May I add, we've got a commander pick now. Radio Silence, which is a great counter to the Radio Intercept, by the way. Oh, conscripts, get out of here. Oh, another conscript squad down. It is... the infantry department is just suffering. Hardcore. Yikes. But a Raketenwerfer got killed here as well. So the 2 85s, that's T-170 combined. Trying to push in here, but not really finding the connections that they needed. Wow, that was crazy. Huh, I'm learning so many things about Company Führers right now. It's actually amazing. So, look, I'm not saying it was a bad investment. I'm rather commending the dodging skills of McBain. He just constantly kept dodging the barrages. And I really love this Raketenwerfer on camouflage mode. The first shot out of camouflage also deals extra damage. Oh, this thing is on hold fire, so it's not shooting here. So yeah, the commander is Special Operations Doctrine. We've talked about Radio Silence. It is the perfect counter to Radio Intercept. Then we've got Infiltration Tactics. That is the grenades. Yeah, that should have clued me in earlier when I saw the grenade package being launched. That is just special grenades for most infantry. And that is a surprise assault grenade that only works when you surprise your opponent. Works kind of like a out of camouflage or out of stealth bonus. Yeah, we see them here now. Even though that was not a very stealthy infiltration, to be honest. They were facing up to a Maxim, so there seems to be a grace period. Then we've got infrared STGs, we've seen those before. They're like vampire infrared. They're giving them extra damage against units in cover, so like a long-range flamethrower. And artillery flares, that is just a scouting ability. It's really useful though. And the last one is the Panther Command Tank. I haven't seen it in action, I don't know what it does. Wait, that's it. That is literally it. Okay, I stand corrected. That's why it has the coordinated fire. So, yeah, so this just gives you a good Panther with the ability to mark your target. Pretty cool. Man, one day, I swear, one day I'll learn all the abilities of the commanders. But that day is not today. Panzerfear. That's actually a nice addition. It can serve as some more distraction for the 85s. It's about even with an 85, I'd say. What is he force firing there? Oh! Was the garrison empty? There is one conscript squad remaining, so that leads me to believe that the answer is no. Even though I didn't hear a squad wipe announcement there. Yeah, the infantry department is just bled out. One penal squad remaining, one conscript squad remaining, 2 Maxims. And to their credit, the combat engineers have been sick this game. Flaming whatever they could. Really, really solid play. Might have... Oh, just as I say that. McBain. No. He's trying to hold the VPs, but like... It's not like there's a dire VP situation going on for Itaperuna. Oh no. What is this madness? McBain gambling, but the stakes were too high. Just like what the midget butcher said, the stakes were too high. Raketenwerfer back to stealth. Has reacquired its firing arc there. But oh no. Ooh, where's it gonna land? Probably on the VP. No. Good call, good call. Doesn't get a wipe though. But was under the assumption that there was still someone sitting on the VP. Which is a good guess to make, to be honest. Maxim has now slinked its way into the other corner of the map. Gonna grab itself a VP, which is pretty good. Man, it's so crazy. This army, this is 9 units, but the pop cap is 88. You've got 9 units to micro, but it is very tough. Like, it's like a MOBA where everyone has 10 different abilities. 3 kills. This Stuka zu Fuß is a disappointment. Let's be honest here. Is that the only guy? Like, there must be a driver in there, right? Only makes sense. Triple cap has been established for McBain, and VPs are starting to get low-ish. Still well above 100, so it's got some time to work with, but Itaperuna definitely kind of under the clock. So maybe that is an avenue for him. An avenue for McBain to win this game. Ah, the Raketenwerfer almost in arc. Ambush bonus, surprise! Yeah, that does a lot of damage, wow. Seems to be a penetration bonus also. Uh-oh, that is gonna be in range for the Satter charge. Did he launch it? No. Animation didn't come through. Uh-oh, another AT gun went down. Second AT gun suffering hard as well. Oh yeah, he doesn't even have Sys guns, he just has 2 Raketenwerfers. 2 stolen Raketenwerfer. Yeah. The infantry is gonna be a problem. Oh, another squad dying there. That must have been here. Yeah, 6 kills. Must be that here. But a third 85. My goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Is he gonna be diving this? No way. No way. And another Panzerfear joining the queue as well. So the arms race is definitely gonna be won by the German. Courtesy of having 4 vehicles and 3 of them being really good combat tanks. Yeah, the 85s have been fine, but the infantry is just bled dry. There is nothing remaining here. Obersoldaten up to Vet 4 now. Okay, suppressive fire ability. And Vet 5 means perma-sprint, so if they reach Vet 5, those guys are gonna be like Sonic zooming around the map. They're gonna be scary. Took them a while though. So 3v1 being attempted by the Panther. And yeah, you're not gonna win that one. That's a bit overly ambitious here. What is it trying to prove here? You don't need to fight 3 tanks and a Raketenwerfer head-on. Oh, he was baiting for the Stuka barrage. Yeah, McBain knows about it, trying to split here. Oh, too late, too late. But that is to be expected. It is very hard to dodge. Because your MG is a setup at pack time, and pack time is usually around 2 seconds. Very long in terms of a Stuka barrage raining down on you. So the Panther is pushing forward. It is pushing away 3 T-34s. I stand corrected, 2 85s. Oh, Ram is being attempted. But this was his best AT resource. Like, those are dead in the water now. Oh no. Oh no. He's going for the Hail Mary. The planes have to fix this somehow. Third 85 is going down, and the wheels are coming off this particular bus. This is surely gonna be game. This is gonna spill. Oh, another squad wipe as well. 1 single infantry combat squad remaining, and he can't for the life of him penetrate the frontal armor of the Panther. Main gun destroyed, crit. 1 more shot from the P4 is gonna finish this game in style. Yep, that is probably all she wrote. Brutal assault, 52 minutes. It was... The writing was on the wall here for this one. Amazing game though. Itaperuna and McBain both giving it their all. Ultimately, it boiled down to armor supremacy and never finding an answer for the Panther tank. The first 85 was also lost kind of willy-nilly, so there's that. And man, the early game for Itaperuna, he hit mine after mine with his vehicles. His wind-up toys all ended up dying, but he still persevered. And that is kind of what OKW is capable of because of their crazy scaling, like their infantry. 32 kills, 5 Veterancy 5, 20 kills Veterancy 5, 29 kills Veterancy 5. Those guys pack such a punch, even though they're just 4-man squads. Yeah, check the statistics, shall we? Man, I've been casting for way longer than I was expecting to. So, definitely I should be going to bed right now. But, yeah. It's time for one more statistics lesson. The wind-up tours were not all that great, but ultimately as soon as it was stabilizing off the back of the Panther. And I'm starting to see why the Panther is so in meta with OKW and Wehrmacht. It's just such a great tank hunter. And it's never really in peril. It is always a really safe unit. So well armored, so fast, blitzkrieg. Smokescreen. Man, the damage is actually in favor of McBain, huh? So, units, let's see. Ooh, 1100% efficiency. That's what we like to see here. Oh, one of those was a stolen Maxim as well. And McBain's units. Conscript squads, 2000% efficiency. And combat engineers were the unsung heroes for me. They kind of went down without a hero's death, but they were impressive. And as soon as the IS-2 was lost, that was just overly ambitious. T7 is really good though. Yeah, with that, my closing statement is invest into Panther stock. Right, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.